Hey guys, Clear Track Speed here. Welcome back to another episode of Sawyers Locomotion. In this video, we're gonna go ahead, take 2 of Oasis. We're gonna pause right away. We'll do Ron. We'll actually name him just Brown. Sure, nice and easy. Make things nice and easy. And we'll do call this the palm tree. Let's call it palm tree, actually. That'll be nice. We'll call it. Give it a kind of a lighter shade of green and blue. Oh, only nice and easy. And so today, this is take 2 of Oasis. Last time we did Oasis, we didn't do too hot. But this time, we're definitely going to focus a little bit more on that. And I think we're probably going to do this one. This is a nice shorter route than we did last time. I think we spent a little bit too much on building the route. So first off, let's go ahead and get some height markers. I think 64 is probably going to be the easiest because right down here it's 32, so we don't have a lot of climbing to do. Let's basically build backwards to the oil well here. This is, I think, the easiest ones. Go all the way over here. And we'll go around like this. Let's kind of stay along right here, yeah. Kind of go, bring this down for just a little bit. Try to make this nice and easy. Preferably, we don't want to go up. We have to go down anyways, so we'll do like a short little tunnel here. Perfect. That's actually just perfect. We can pop out right over here. There we go. There we go. And then we'll just go ahead and do that. Perfect. Make sure I didn't miss a piece of track there. I see underground here. Yes, yeah, I got them all. Alright, cool. Now, I think probably best bet is we're gonna come around like this. And we might even just leave it at 64. That's right there. Excellent. We'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm gonna have to take out a small loan just to make sure trains are running. Cool. And we'll go ahead and take out about 20k. That should do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7, 8. We'll actually get rid of the Baldwin. We'll do the special. The special should be okay. Since we're not going up and down hills, the special actually gives us 45 miles an hour. So that'll actually make our life a little bit easier. And the special is actually just a touch cheaper. And I know that the special can haul 8 cars on a level track. So that's nice. So we got that train running. Yeah, it's doing good. It's looking nice. It's looking nice. It'll definitely need a second train over here over just a second. So I think probably what I'll end up doing here is once this train gets over to here, I'm going to get rid of that. Oops, wrong one. I'm going to get rid of the height markers on the land. I'll probably build a second track here. Just that way the train can run alongside. Like right here, at least to the tunnel portal. I think that'll be nice and happy to have just a small little area. So that way the train can pass each other. Right there. Excellent. That's perfect. Put that down. Put that down. Come over here. Take out just a little bit more money. Okay, cool. Excellent. Come around. Excellent. So I think what we'll do is we'll have that as our main line right here. And then that'll be our outbound track. We'll have one here and then one here. We'll do another one. Other direction. Perfect. Perfect. And excellent. Alright, that's good. So, you know what? While that train's over there, take out another loan here. Get another train running on this line. Do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh! There it is. 8. Oh yes, that's the sucky part, is that we have to wait until at least the train clears over here. There we go. Now we can go ahead and put the train number 2 cargo as the train number 1 cargo, and send that train on its merry way. Now, only having one siding is probably pretty sucky right now. But let's see, we can double check, make sure how long these little blocks are. We can probably actually squeeze at least one more block in this side. And we'll probably squeeze yet another block. Oh, yeah, that's perfect. I think what we'll do is we'll actually move this block just a touch like that. So that way we're not suffering too terrible. There we go. And that's perfect, and then we can add another train on here a little bit later on. We may even add another track all the way over there, but again, we have to start making more money first. So we have at least 2 trains there. I have a new goal. I know it's May already, but I think my goal is at least by the end of 1930, I want to have 4 trains running. So I think the next order of business, I want to build another kind of smaller route, kind of similar to that one, just at least enough so that way we can have a second line that's producing, having oil shipped to the refinery. And I think this one, yep, near Malay, that's probably our best bet, because that's the Malay oil refinery, and that's the Malay oil wells. So that's perfect. I think let's go ahead and take the height markers on land again, because we don't want to have it. So it looks like it's 96, 96, 96, 96. And it's pretty much 96 all the way there. So it's actually really, really easy. So we're going to try to keep this as level as possible. And I think the actual facility itself is at 80. So that's going down 1. So that's fine. That's actually really good. So we'll go ahead and go over here. We'll build from the oil well here, and then we'll build out to the refinery. Yeah. Goal is to try to maneuver as less as possible, at least no up and downs. The up and downs are not going to help us at all. Yeah, it does require money to run a railroad, so gotta get some more money here. And we'll go ahead and lay that down. Or, well, first off, let's get the train over here first. Lay that down. Lay that down. There we go. Excellent. So we'll go ahead just a little bit. Like that. And then we actually don't want that there. Yeah, see? that's one of the tricky things, is that you kind of have to not have any of that, because you can't get rid of those later. You have to be really kind of like on your A game as you're building a railroad. I know we can always reroute, it never hurts, but you know, it does cut into our profits, so that's where you want to be like, alright, we'll do that. Right off the bat. So we're actually doing okay in terms of that. Actually didn't even take out that big of a loan, and so we're still at 10,000. Bad we can't slow down time. Come forward just a couple more. Just up to here. Just keep going. Put that down. And then that should be perfect right there, actually. Yeah. Alright, cool. That's the only bridge I'm okay with using. There we go. We'll probably spend just a little bit more. And then this bridge will just basically be the end here. Alright, so here we go. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. We'll build our next one over here at the well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Alright, cool. Take out, hopefully, another 20k should, 30k should do, actually. So do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're almost there. We're in July. We need one more train. So we'll probably build another siding over here. Just so that way at least we can have at least one area for this outbound train to wait. We'll knock down this little hill right over here. It's not too terribly much, because we still want to have enough money to build that second line over here. Okay, there we go. And we'll go ahead. And right here, perfect. Build a line like that to the station. Outbound like that, inbound like that, and spend our one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, hold on, I have to build a second one right here. Cool. Alright, so we made goal number 1. We have 4 trains running. It's September, so that's perfect. Go ahead and pause it right now. Let's go ahead and take a look. I think we could probably do these 2 oil wells over here, just to make life a little bit easier. We don't have a lot of time, again. We have 9 years, effectively. It's 10, technically, because you have the rest of 1930, all the way into the end of 1939. And we have to deliver 50,000 tons. We've delivered 800 tons, and it's only 8 months, so we are kind of hurting, at least a little bit. We're definitely going to need to add more trains. Currently, as it stands, I don't think I can take out any bigger of a loan. I think probably what I'll just end up doing is that I'll keep running trains at least until the end of the year, And then I think our next order of business, we're going to build a line from the Malay oil refinery to these two over here. That's oil well number 1 and the skin bed, or skinny bed, however you say it. Oil wells. We're doing okay. We're actually not that bad. I'll actually go ahead and build our thing right over yonder. Oh, looks like that train is not long enough. Oh, you need to turn around. What is it? There we go. That's perfect. There we go. Yeah, the train should actually start making some money now. Very bare minimum. Leave back a little bit of the loan, because if I have less loan, then I can take out a bigger one in 1931. So go ahead and keep these trains running at the very bare minimum. This has 176, and then our other station has 201. Definitely want to add at least a third train over here. I think our next business is to try to extend that line, actually, because definitely we want to make sure that we're making the maximum of our trains. So we'll probably just go ahead and start actually laying that out flat, so that way we don't have to worry about in the future building that second line right there. So we'll go ahead and lay that down flat. Probably make a second tunnel here from here and go to the other side over here. Yeah, that's basically all ready to roll. So I might even start the construction of that right now, actually. We have $13,000 from our thing, so we actually will pay that off right now. We'll wait until after 1931 here, and then in 1931 we'll add that second tunnel here, just because it'll be cheaper, and we can push more oil through this direction. We can add more blocks, and we can add more trains. That's just how that works. So right now we currently have we need at least my rule of thumb is to at least have 2 additional blocks. So right now we only have about 6 blocks. Yeah, we can only do 4 trains. So technically we can add a second train, or technically a third and fourth, but you know, we don't want to do that technically right away. Wait until after 1930, because we'll get rebate on money here. I should probably get some of that right there. See, we're having to pay $11,000 just in terms of that, and we're making about $5,000 a month, which is actually not that bad, especially for a good starter. We have 2 great kind of, they're not necessarily cheap railroads, but you know what? For the 1930s, they're serviceable. So it's almost December. Once we reach January, go ahead and probably take out that loan and build the bridge, or at least to there. So that'll allow for trains to continue even on further, and we can add a couple more blocks, and then those blocks can add more trains. And then I think my goal for 1931 is we're going to add 2 more trains over here, and I will probably add 2 more trains over there. And then probably 1932 I want to build that second, or third line I should say, out over by that other line area over there. So first off, we'll go ahead and finish this one. probably fast forward. Alright, it's 1931. So we actually do have a little bit of cash. I think we had that last little loan interest, and that kind of pushed us over the edge there. So now we have 23,000 on standby, and I think we could probably try it. I think we'll begin the construction of putting a train tunnel through here. Yep, I didn't think so. Alright, so that isn't gonna fly. Yeah, there goes a lot of money. That was probably gonna kill us there. Yeah, I think 23,000 probably could have bought us another train. But oh well, it might be third time's the charm in this case. But, you know what, I could be wrong. I've been proven wrong in the past before, so we're gonna try to keep it as easy as the number that is, to try to keep us, you know, on track here, pun intended. We'll see where our financial standings are at the end of 1931, so we'll probably go ahead and fast forward here just a couple months, maybe to summer. We'll go to summer. Probably try to pay off that loan at least as much as we possibly can. We need to start earning back our capital here. Okay, it's May. We have done okay with ourselves. We've paid back what we had at the beginning of the year, so that's a good sign. This place is doing okay. Let's go check the other place. 274 tons. We might even allow for a second siding up here, just so that we there's more trains moving. At the very bare minimum, we want to keep more trains on the movement. So we actually probably move that right there so we can fit another train on that siding there. I think we'll actually go ahead and take out a little small loan, and we'll make train number 5 over here. Alright, so we got that train on the move. We'll see how good we're doing in terms of our things. So we have about 2,700. That's 5% of what we need to haul. And we're getting pretty close to the thing here. And probably let it keep running just for a little bit. So we'll go ahead and pay that off just a little more. Keep it so that way, at the very bare minimum, by end of 1931, my goal is at least to have one more train on the other line. That's the killer. So, you know what? These trains can actually go to to other places. Since this is closing down, hopefully that train can actually make it. So, you know what we'll do is we'll take this guy, go ahead and lift it up, and that will be our other train on this line. And again, hopefully, by the time that train reaches the other end of the line here, we'll actually have yet another one we can use. And we might just sell one, too. We might sell train number 1. And that whole line, that'll give us at least a little bit of capital. Alright, perfect. That's actually perfect. So yeah, what we'll do, we'll sell train 1 here, and then we'll go ahead and tear up that line, and from there, we'll go ahead and begin our construction on another line. That's one of the things about this game, is that you have to be really, really kind of on top of it. Ironically, these two competitor companies are building at the same time that I ended up that plant ended up closing. So, good thing this isn't a competitor one, because we had to be top dog. Then, you know, unfortunately, that's just what has sucked for them. So we're gonna actually pause. It's the end of 1931, and what we're going to end up doing here is that we are going to go ahead and take this guy. So make sure, check the ground here. I believe this ground should be 64. So it's 64 over here. Let's go over to our oil wells. These are at 80, so that's fine. If the oil wells at 96 or 80, we can go down with empties and then, or go down with fulls and then come back with empties. So, yeah, it's actually not that bad. So probably what we'll end up doing is we'll put the train right here. We'll come down this little ridge. We'll go across this little valley here. Maybe not bridge-wise, but just a little bit, and then see how much what we have. We have 84K in our pocket right now. We definitely want to be really careful and not blow all of our money. So I'll probably be safe. I probably only want to use 50K for now. So what we'll end up doing is, if we don't have enough money for a train, we'll use train number 3, and we'll use that on this line. At least so that way this line has a train and it's running. So we'll go ahead and start from over here. Should be okay. We'll do down on 80, so that way it doesn't hurt us that much. Yeah, I think we'll do from right there. Right there should be okay. I think we'll actually, if I do it there, let me go up a couple of these, and then we'll see. It's not close enough. So we'll go ahead and move this back just a little bit. We'll do that right there. Perfect. Because then we'll have an 8-track lane there. And then we'll do that. We'll go like that. We'll go like this. I think we can go down just the one here. That shouldn't hurt us too terrible. Only $600 to go down, so that's actually perfect. We'll go like that, and then we'll go around like this. And then, yeah, it should be actually not that far. So we'll go like this. Perfect. Yes. Then that'll allow us to go ahead and go like this. Perfection. Yeah, I think this is probably the cheapest I've ever done it, actually. It's getting closer to the good money barrier here. We'll go forward from here. Excellent, excellent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Wow!
7, and 8. Perfect. So we'll make a little station here. So that's excellent. And then we'll have another station over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Alright, excellent. We'll have another train. Alright, perfect. So we actually we spent a lot less money than I was initially anticipating, and it looks like, I mean, at least Skimbed at the very bare minimum has 217 oil, so that's actually, you know, it's actually not as good. It's better than the other Skimbed oil. That one is only 120. This is doing okay, relatively, comparatively. We might even, what we'll end up doing is, depending on, well, this is doing really, really well. But we'll see. That train's just on its way right now. We might add another train over here in the future. So we'll go ahead and see how well this works. That's perfect, actually, to have just a little sidetrack right here, at least from this area to that area. So build just a little siding right up here at the front. Perfect. That. I think just one more. That's perfect. What we'll do is that'll be our outbound, that'll be our inbound, and I think we only have enough for maybe 2. Do that. But we still do have enough money. We'll probably take out at least another, 30. Excellent. That's actually perfect. Cool. Alright. So we are up to 5 trains. I think I'm gonna need one more before the year is out. I think definitely I did make good on my promise. I said 1932. This would be a great time to actually have that second route completed, and here we are. It's 1932. I have that second route. I didn't know I would be replacing one, but here we are. So that's all part of the game. We'll probably add another siding over here because this is nice and flat and easy. But at the very bare minimum, this I'm very happy with how we're doing so far. I mean, I did spend a little bit of money, but you know what? It's not as bad as I thought it would be. So, and again, we have 8%. That's almost 5,000 tons, which is the 10% goal. So, got to make sure that we have at least enough trains that are moving up and down these lines at all times. So I think probably what we'll end up doing, because we're coming down here, to make life a little bit easier, I'll probably have it fold in right here, and then we'll at least have a second track here. So that will be nice and easy. Do that, and that, and we'll do, yeah, that should be okay. That's perfect. probably what I'll end up doing there is, yeah, come around like that. Yeah. Probably... yeah, we'll do that. Alright, so that's that. What if we do, from here, like a little bit of that. We'll do our little snaky thing right over here. That'll make life a little bit easier. So we'll do like that, and around like that. Or we could probably do this. Maneuver here. Oh, there we go. Found it. That's the ticket. I knew that we had to do a little bit of a snaky maneuver because we're coming in at a weird angle. That's one of the weird parts about these isometric ones. That you really have to be, you know, preparedness. So we'll do a second. That'll be the inbound lane. That'll be the outbound lane. Cool. Alright, excellent. Alright, we can actually add another train here. I think that's what we'll do. Go ahead, take out, and 30 should do. At least have a train on this line. As soon as that train knocks that block, go ahead. This one has the most in terms of sidings, so we're going to have at least a lot of trains that are running this. It's actually really happy for this train right here. But let's see how well we can do. Pay off that loan just a little bit. We actually did pretty well in 1931, but you know what? That's also probably because we gained 14th 4 for the vehicle disposal, and then I think we also we leveled off on something. I think on destruction too. But you know what? We also made 83 in 1931, so that's actually not too terrible. And we'll see. Let's take a look at our trains here. We got some money winners and we got some money losers. These ones are not doing too terrible. They're just not as hot as the other ones. These ones are really hot. So you know what? We'll probably end up doing is we'll extend this siding over here to make it basically a double track for a majority of it. So that's what we'll do. Probably take this down and just bring it as much down as we possibly can, so that way we actually have a train that's running that direction. So, build our second siding here, at least to the bridge. We'll do it to the bridge. So we'll do the bridge here, and do a second track. Oh, this way. Alright, cool. It does mean that we can actually add another train there. Since this train actually uses a lot more, I think we'll actually probably... you know what? Train number 1, I'm gonna actually stop you. And we'll go ahead and take you out of the way over here. Just because those trains are, you know, not doing as hot as they should. We'll put that one right there. We'll do feed oil field over to here. Cool. So now we have 4 trains over here, and then we have 3 trains over here. Or actually, you know what? Since I knocked down that other train and took it over here, we only have 2 trains over here. That's fine. Again, that train will make more money over here than it will make money over there. So it's fine. As long as both these cargo carriers are happy, then we're actually doing really good for ourselves. Yeah. All these are doing really, really fancy. This is really good for that. So we'll probably do yet another one. So we're gonna pause right here, and then we do have yet another oil well here, and so we might just extend it on there. We might just make another line that'll run generally right alongside, actually. I think I'd be really happy to have at least a second area right there. So we'll do that. Do a little bit of that. Perfect. So I think we'll probably be a little more obtuse with this one. I know we don't have a lot of money, but you know what? At the very bare minimum, we'll definitely be a little more flattening out and plan for 2 tracks. We'll plan for 2 tracks on the first go. Just so that way we can, you know, actually have a nice little flat area. And we'll start right here, actually. This is perfect. That'll be the end of our section right there. Work our way down this way. We'll kind of curve right there. That's perfect. So, yep, that's what we'll do. So, yeah, start from right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There. And we'll have a second track right next to it. We'll do a little bit of like that. No, we'll probably leave those. We'll leave it like that. It's actually not going to be too terrible. To at least have those. It'll just be that one right there. So we'll go ahead and build that track. This will be the inside track. Alright, oh, there we go. That's the way we do at least the inside and outside track like that. So we'll come down like that. Let me double check. I think there is at least, oh yeah. Well, I think, let's go ahead and make that just a little bit more of an area. So, to be our come down area right here. We'll knock that down. Okay, look at that. And that was called us not planning. So, once that train moves, then move that. Alright, so what we'll do. I'm gonna send you back, just so that way we can actually keep our trains running here. Alright, so turn back around. Perfect. So, what we'll do is we'll have our train come down like this. and knock it back just one more, just so that way we can actually have at least a little area that way trains can do this. Yeah, we definitely don't want that. So we'll go ahead and knock it back one more. So that way we can actually have a nice side-by-side. This will be this line. And we'll have another track that'll come alongside like that. Perfect. Alright. Alright, okay, alright, that's perfect. We'll go ahead and have it like that. That's good. Alright, good. And then we'll have a second track here. At least one from right here. We'll do one, at least one like that, and then we'll have just a little bit more cash. Just a little injection of cash. 22K to build the rest of this railroad, and at least have one train running on it by preferably the end of 1933. But we'll go ahead and build our second track, at least to here. Okay, there we go. So we'll go ahead, keep going like this. Alright, so gotta spin it around this other way here. So we'll go like this actually. Like we kind of were a little less obtuse with that, but you know what? It's actually not too terrible. I thought it would be worse, but we can actually do that. We can work with that. We'll actually have a second track. We'll go down like that. Good news is we can have those side by side, and that will actually help us out really a lot more than the other way. So what we'll do is we'll actually go ahead and come around like this. I might even just make it so that way these are nice and level, and then both the tracks can come in like that. Actually have both these tracks like this. Come around, big sweeping curve here. One more right there, perfect. And then we'll build our next little sweeping curve. And the big sweeping curve will come to the other sweeping curve. Then we have nice, easy two tracks. So this will be our outbound, this will be our inbound, outbound, inbound, outbound, inbound, outbound, inbound, cool. Alright, so now we have all that built. Go ahead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. We'll probably build just a small train. Not that small. We'll take one of our money losers. What's our money loser right here? So that would be train number 2. It does have oil on it, so try another money loser. Do you have oil on it? You do have oil on it. So, is everything okay over here? The train 2. Okay, it's train 4. Train 4, how you doing? Train 4 is... it's our money loser, so we'll go ahead and take the train number 4 over here and take it over to this other side here. Once it offloads here in just a second. Alright, cool. So what we'll do is we'll take train number 4, get it out of the way over here. Then we'll go ahead and put it on this line. Get rid of all that. Skin bad woods. Oil. I'll do one more. Out of here. Alright, cool. Got our trains running. So that way, that one's closing down. Looks like, alright, cool. Our first train has left Skinbad. Or correction. Yep. It's left the other one here. We actually do have enough money. We can probably build another train here. Perfect. Alright, cool. So it's July of 1931. It looks like we have Skinbad Woods is doing okay. It's doing good enough, I should say. Woods is definitely not needing a lot. That's not needing a lot. This will need at least another train. So I think next order of business, we're actually going to build another line just exactly next to this one, just so we can service the oil. This line's doing okay, but it definitely needs a little more assistance. So that's what we'll do. Go ahead and lay down flat just a little bit, so that way we have another line that can take those 200 oil as well. So we'll go ahead and here we'll do like that. We want to make it nice and level. Again, we're planning for 2 tracks. We'll actually come through this way. So I hate to, again, destroy this town, but that's just, it's in the way, and we definitely don't want the trains going up any higher than they already are. So we're not worrying about people right now, we're worrying about oil. I know it sounds heartless and evil, but you know what, it's history, and crack a buck. And that's actually how stuff was back in the day. So, a very, very realistic train simulator. But anyhow, we'll go ahead and level that. Make sure we have a nice level area and we can get these trains through here without any problems. We'll do 2 tracks over here. Right there. Perfect. Come up like that. We'll actually go ahead and get rid of that bridge in the process. So that should be actually okay right there. Yeah. It does require money to run a railroad, so we definitely don't want to... Yeah, we only have $7,000 left. We'll probably do that. And then we'll slowly make our way over this way. We'll probably actually save some money, and we'll begin construction in 1934, and my end goal is to at least have a second line on this by the end of 1934. Like that one's not doing too hot. But you know what? It's okay. We'll probably take one of these trains over here, and we'll move them over to the new line in 1934. Alright, so it's 1934 here. We're doing pretty good on cash here. Yeah, I think we should have enough to at least start that line. And then at least have one of these trains, like maybe that one right there. We'd probably take train number 2 here and just have it run specifically on this new line. This line here, we'll see how well 1934 is treating us, how good we need, how much we need to do until we reach the end of the track here. We'll actually probably take out 12,000, 15,000 should do. Perfect. Go ahead and build a second track here, just to be on the safer side. That's perfect. We'll do that as the outbound track, and that is the inbound track. So I'll do outbound, inbound, outbound, inbound, outbound, inbound, outbound, inbound. Outbound, inbound. We'll do one over here and one over here. Okay, perfect. That's excellent. And we'll go ahead again. We'll move that train right over to here on this line. So go up, go over to here. I think this oil field is actually not doing too hot anyways, but at the very minimum, it's not doing as much waiting as it would be. Let's see, yeah, because this oil well was doing okay, but production is down. So that sucks, but go ahead and take a look. We'll pause it right here. And we're gonna go look at our thing right here. So we are 21% of the way. That means we have 10,743 tons of oil shipped. So that is pretty bad. I don't know how well we're gonna be able to do it. We'll definitely, again, we don't get it this time. I'll have to say third time's the charm. But we may be hearing the losing streak here. The last time I did it, and it was just, I kind of just gave up partway through it just because I knew that we were going to lose anyways. But this time, we're going to go ahead and see how far we can get, and we'll take our lessons from it. I like our track here. This is a pretty nice 4-track section here. That's keeping at least our bulk of our money right there. And we also have another 4-track section over here with 2 tracks over to here, 2 tracks over to here. So yeah, let's take a look. That's doing okay. That's doing okay. So all these trains are doing just fine relatively. Let's go ahead and take a look at another oil well while where these trains are making us money. And so, let's see, here's another refinery, and any nearby oil wells. I believe there is one over here, already served by rail, but we can provide a competitive service if we are spending enough money to build a small line here just to service that. Because look at this. There's about over 1,000 tons of oil waiting to be shipped. So if we have at least another 2-track section there, we can easily start shipping some of that oil as well. So let's go ahead and plan for a route between the Bachman oil fields and the oil refinery at Gambed. So we'll go ahead lay that out right now. Actually, let's use some height markers. We're not wasting our money here. So it looks like we got a 48 is our thing over here, and right over here is 64. So it is actually a slight uphill. It doesn't hurt. It's not going to kill us, but let's generally try to keep it as level as we possibly can. So what we'll do, I think, is we'll actually go ahead. We'll start from 64 here. We don't have to go that high up. We'll probably build right here, right along the cliff here. So we'll take that, use that, go down just a little bit, then we'll come around this little ledge here. Bridge here that'll connect the oil field right there. So that's that. And then we'll go ahead, lay that track right here. We'll bring that up just a touch. So that way we actually have a nice little area to do that. And then try to make it more straight than our competitor here. They're a little kind of all over the place. That's just how the AI builds their railroads. So we'll go ahead and lay that down flat just a little bit. Go ahead. Leave this as the outside track. Okay, perfect. Put that up. Yes, it does require money to run a railroad, but we're really, really close, so I think, see how much I can dig out. Oh, 39, okay. I could probably complete the line within 39 here. So let's keep it nice and level here. There we go. I don't even need to build the bridge. Alright, cool, sweet. Alright, so we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll do one extra for there, just from the switch. The trains don't like that, apparently. And we'll do that as our second track. Outbound, outbound, and inbound. I think we'll get one of those right there. Perfect. Perfect. Alright, so we'll go ahead and build our track right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And put our trains down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll do one from here. Full load. We'll go over here, and then let's go take one of our money losers over here. At least, oh yeah, we definitely have our other train over here that's not doing too hot. This train has no oil inside of it, so what we'll end up doing is we'll go take this off of this track and put it over here. Get rid of that. We'll have train 1 do this route. I think it was probably making the least amount of money just due to the fact that it had that double route on it, so it wasn't necessarily doing okay. This will definitely make it a lot easier, because it looks like at Backnet East, we have a lot of people waiting here. Yes, oh gosh, we have 380 tons of oil. So let's go take another money loser. That's train number 1, just left the station here. Yep, that'll start making money in just a second. This train is not doing too hot either, so that's train number 9. That one just made it from the station here. So, guess I'm little jumping to conclusions here. But definitely want to start working on that. See, like this train right here. I think we'll probably get rid of train 4. We'll put that over here. Because if they're waiting over there, then it's not good enough. We'll keep adding more trains over here, just so that way we can actually start making some big bank. There's another one. That's at the Mecla oil field. That's over here. So definitely, that train can come over here as well. some of these are definitely don't need that, so we'll move that over to our other position over here. If I can find it, I'll put it somewhere. There it is. Perfect. Yeah, that'll start really making more money. And then probably, let's go see about some of these other money losers over here. Again, that's a new one. We'll probably end up removing one of these tracks here. I think what we'll end up doing, I'll have that train over here on another track. I'll have it on this track over here, so that way we can start making some money back. Because this was doing okay in 1930, but you know what? It's not as good anymore. I think we'll probably, actually, you know what? Since this one has more of a double track and if business picks up, we'll use the outbound track because that one's built a little better. This one will go ahead and get rid of the old track here. That's doing okay now, at least a little bit. So you know what? We'll just leave one train over there. This actually did give us quite a bit of money from tearing up the old track there. And we're also doing pretty good. We have 12,000 in terms of our money here. So what we'll probably end up doing is we'll reinvest that into another line over here at this other oil well. That's doing pretty darn good. We have 680 tons, so definitely more oil needs to be shipped from Beckman over to Gembeck. So we'll go ahead and build a second line right here, just so that way we can keep more trains running. Let that all down. We are actually doing a lot better than I initially anticipated. I thought we would be doing a lot worse at this rate, but you know what? I am used to having a hard time on this mission, so it's probably just because I'm just preparing for the worst, and maybe the worst is not happening, but we'll find out sooner or later how this is all going to play out. Gotta build second track right here. Side track. Perfect. any trains that are waiting over here will go to the new line. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do that right there. We'll start from there. And we'll do that right alongside. See, some of the newer trains are definitely going to be needed. I believe the Pacific comes out next year. It comes out, I think, actually in just a couple moments here. So we'll go ahead and take some of our older trains here on this line. We'll go ahead and make that our newest, newer locomotives that'll actually replace our oldest locomotives in fleet. Perfect. There's the Pacific right there. Excellent. That means I'll actually build a brand new Pacific. I need just a little bit more money, but you know what? I was making a lot of money off of that, so I can build a brand new Pacific. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll do 8 cars, and because Pacific is just a touch bigger, thankfully that's why we extended it to 9 cars. We'll go ahead and start coming through our fleet. Let's look at our older locomotives here. Reliabilities is kind of king out here. So train number 2 does have oil on it right now, but as soon as it reaches its destination, I'll probably move train number 2, which is right over here. And we'll get a brand new locomotive on train number 2 here. Just a second. Okay, cool. And we'll go ahead and replace that locomotive with that one. Oh, perfect. Now, the locomotive is actually really nice. It's got a top speed of 55 miles an hour. I think these tanker wagons are 50, so it is just a touch faster. I believe this guy is only 45 miles an hour. And then this also has a pulling power of 1,600 horsepower juxtaposed to the 450 horsepower of the special. So this locomotive right here is 66%. It's not too terrible. I thought it'd be worse considerably. But you know what? We're definitely taking a look about seeing what trains are sitting and what trains are not. So that train can actually come over to here. We'll go ahead and replace that locomotive right now while it's out of the way. We'll go ahead and put it in the track over here so it's not having to wait. Definitely helping out a lot more. We actually have about still 1,000 tons over here. Let's see how good we're doing. It's marked at 35 right now. We're at 15, so we're only at 31 right now. But let's take a look. This one is, you know, yes, this is our big oil well. So I want to make sure I have the box made. Right over here. This is our kind of money-making oil well, and I think we're gonna need these ones next time, especially if we win. Or we lose this time. We'll use this as the as our future jumping off point, just because it needs so much just to go over to this oil well or oil refinery right here. So that'll make life a lot easier, and it's super easy to make a 4-track main over here. That's what we'll do. We'll have a just a second track here just for all that. Let's keep going. I want to see how good we do to the summer of 1935. Alright, it's July of 1935. We actually did really well. We're up to 85,000. So we actually may hit, yep, we're underneath 100K for the first time in this company's history. That's actually really nice. Of course, really, really important, we want to make sure that our trains are doing okay over here. Has a reliability of 69 over here. This one is brand new. I just replaced that locomotive. That one is at 47. So once train number 4 arrives, and train number 4 is old. It's been tossed around. It's pretty much ridden almost every single line except for this brand new one right here. So what we'll do, take number 4, we'll take it up off the track here, and we'll go ahead and replace that entire train here. Just at least the engine part at the very bare minimum. We'll do that. And one of the great things about this one, at least what I used to use, is that I used to actually use have this up to 13 cars. Because the Pacific can actually haul 13 cars. And I think all the trains can haul 13 cars, but the Special has a very, very hard time hauling 13 cars. You'd be hard-pressed to ever see a Special hauling more than 13. So we may actually take this guy. It's still our old one, but we'll go ahead and put him on the Pacific over here. We'll put him up over here with our new Pacific. Perfect. So I think, let's go and check our fleet, make sure. I think we still have a few that are the older locomotives. Yes, there are. We're not that bad. I think our oldest is that guy right there. It's at the Mecca oil fields. It doesn't necessarily need it right away, but it is doing okay. As you can see, our these locomotives are great investments. That one is making $4,000 a month, just nearly. It's yeah, right here on this line right here. So it's actually doing really well for itself. So that's super nice to see. So let's go ahead and take a look. We do have quite a bit of companies that are still out here. So I think probably what we'll end up doing is go back over this way where our original line was, and we can open a brand new one, at least within a certain radius of this oil well. So what we'll end up doing is we can actually reignite our line over here. And I think, is the highway gone? The highway's gone. Okay. I was curious if they kept the highway or not, but one of the things that we can do is we can actually place an industry down ourselves. I'm trying to think out how we do that. I think it's over in, oh yeah, build industry. So yes, one of our oil refineries, it does cost $787,000, so that is definitely going to be our kind of last resort. We'll probably work on that. Maybe next time we'll actually be able to build our own lines. That way we don't have to worry about competition or running dry on oil. This one is still requiring even more trains, so we'll add another train to this line over here, because I think That line is doing okay, but this one still needs it. It's perfect. Are you full? No, you are empty, so you know what? Train number 8 will actually be replaced. I'm going to replace it right now. A nice and lovely Pacific. That will actually increase our profits over there. Are actually looking pretty good. So what I think I'll do is I think we have 133. So I'm gonna add yet another line because this station is not feeling as served as it needs to be. So what we'll do is we'll go up to build quite a big station up here. Is that still part of it? Yes, it is. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. We'll have a 2-track section. We'll just do this. If we can do it over here, then we can definitely do it over here. This one doesn't necessarily matter in terms of the thing here. If I wanted to future-proof it, I would. I can actually have a second one over here just so that way we can have that. But, you know what, we don't need to future-proof it. We're probably not playing beyond the end of this game anyways. Over here, so we'll add 2 more trains over here and keep this ship moving.
Wow!
Let's see, Locomotion is actually doing relatively okay. Still got basically 4 trains here at the same time, actually. So, our goal is to at least have a train in the station every single time. So, that's doing okay. Probably have another train here in just a second. That train's doing okay. That train's doing okay. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Now let's go ahead. It's January 1936. Take a look. We have 22,897. We are almost 50% of the way there. We have exactly 4 years. So let's, we do have to definitely keep more trains pushing. So we'll go ahead, open up another train up here.
Wow!
How is production up on this thing? That's insane. Yep, there we go. I think they were just kind of pissy that there was a, 800 tons of oil waiting on the platforms. So that's definitely helping out a lot more. I think we could probably do one more somewhere. We might even just build a second line up top, just to move all this oil. It'll be all across several platforms, but you know what? The more oil transported, the better. We're hoping that at least within the next 3 years here, we're actually going to end up, really winning it. But first off, I think we'll go ahead, let it make some money for just a second, see how good we do, and then we'll check back at the near September. Okay, it's September now, so we can actually probably, we can pay off the entirety of the loan here. We'll probably just take it out right away anyways, but definitely doesn't hurt that we've paid off so much money. And take a look at our financial standing here. We got 30,000, so we still have about 61% of the way there. We have 3 years, 4 months exactly until the end of the challenge. So we're on track to do it. So I didn't think that we'd get this far, but we'll go ahead and put our track up here, and we'll go ahead and make another above ground section here, because let's see, that is exactly at land and then more tracks. That's 112, so 112 is just a really happy one. You put it all above the land and all above the other tracks here, and it won't be in anybody's way, but it is also low enough that we can actually have it. So we actually, while I was talking there in the short, month span there, we ended up making well over 30K. So we're doing really, really fancy right now. Go ahead and move that over just a few clicks. How's that? That's perfect. Oh yeah, that's right next to it. Go ahead, move that. Get rid of that. Oh, you know why? Because it's at we're at 96. I want to be at that level. Move that like that. That's perfect. I'll have another 112 right here. And this will be our other line right here. It's kind of nice to actually see it when it's like that, because it's super close. That's all technically part of the same bridge. Perfect, and then we'll have an outbound track here. And there's our expanded bridge. We got 4 tracks up top, 4 tracks underneath. That's a solid 8 tracks there. probably have at least 3 or 4 trains on each of those tracks there. It's just how we're going to play this game right now. It's the only way to play this one right here, so we win within the allotted time we have. Again, 10 years, I think I mentioned it in the last video, is not a very long time. Okay, perfect. So we'll go ahead, put down the signals here. Ahead, add some more trains, and I won't even worry about putting them on. Now, I do have to take just a little bit of 50k for 2 trains here. Perfect. Very bare minimum. We'll go ahead and pay that off. Not this year, but next year we'll do that. So, it's kind of fun to see our little thing here. 32, we weren't making any money. And 33 and 34, we were making a lot of money. Then in 35, we actually spent more than we made, and then now 36 we have made 148,000 over 34,000 tons of oil has been delivered, so that's really nice. It's really good. It's really good. Still got over that, and that's still not enough. We might have to add another 4 decks. That's the only way forward, is we gotta keep adding more and more and more trains, just to quench the thirst. They really want their oil, so that's what they want. So we'll go ahead and give it to them. Yeah, we'll try to keep working on this at the very bare minimum. Eventually, I will have a station that's too far spread out. Well, very bare minimum. Might just need to add more trains, at least to one of the tracks here. Yeah, I think this top one can use one more at the very bare minimum. Perfect. That's actually really happy to have 3 trains on all these tracks. Yeah, so we're doing really nice for ourselves. Make this a little bit more money, Get rid of that. I think I will only maximum have a loan interest of $32 total for the entirety of 1937. I'm up to transport coordinator, so that's really nice. We're doing actually really well, and I think we're on track to win. So let's go ahead, just keep going. Hopefully, I might actually go do one more. So let's pause right now. This is kind of going to be our last line, because I don't see us making any other lines before the project completion. That's doing okay. That's doing okay. We don't need any trains over here. How about this one? This one is Also doing okay. Don't need any trains on this side of the map right now. At least for those two. We can go ahead and see if there's another one that needs servicing. So there's this one right here. That's a good refinery. I think that's probably what we'll end up doing. We'll make another line that just goes straight along this one. It'll basically again follow this line, as this one just requires, it just has so much oil that we'll just send off another line that'll go this way. And since we don't need to take out any loans, we'll be very obtuse, making sure that that line is very happy, and we don't need to go up and down or side to side or anything like that. So let's go ahead, take a look at some of the height markers on the land, on the tracks here, and then height markers on our land. So that's about 80, and over here that's 64. So it's actually not too terrible. I think we'll make it a nice happy medium here. We'll do 112. 112 is right above the thing right over here. So we'll do it like this. Start it from here. There we go. Excellent, so we got that up there. Being very obtuse with making our train lines here. Go ahead, zoom out. Look like we gotta get this line built before end of the year here. That's kind of my nice happy goal right there. Perfect. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 9. Probably actually go ahead just a little bit. Right there. Perfect. Happy. We'll do that'll be our in out, in out, in out. Okay, cool. Alright, so we'll go ahead and make 2 trains here. Make sure that our station is built on this end of the line. It is nice, perfect. Never hurts to double check. 8. Cool, excellent. We have all of that. I didn't be able to add another train here. Are looking pretty darn good right now. We have basically half of our trains are servicing this one station alone. It's just how good it is, and so it's still not enough. Still have quite a bit of oil that's still waiting on the platform here. I think it'll only be happy if we're doing 50. Let's go take a look. We have 43,000. I think we are on track to winning this. It will be a very tight victory, but we are on track to winning this. Let's go ahead and speed this up just a little bit. Alright, so it's November of 1937. Let's go ahead and take a look. This is kind of going to be one of our last chances. We have just nearly 2,000 left, so we'll probably finish it before the end of 1938 here. Oh, there we go. We completed it within 7 years and 11 months, which I believe I beat my record. I believe my previous record was 8. I'll check it again later. Anyhow, we did it. I think, you know what? I thought, oh yeah, third time will be the charm, but you know what? This time was the charm. It's because I figured out the trick. Definitely, and this is the tip for this one, because this one is absolutely insane. You do have such a small little time, and you have to do that. But this is the one. This is the trick. I mean, look at that. Look how many barrels of oil it was producing. And I think in 1934, like the end of 1934, it just popped up like that, and then popped up like that, and it's still going up. It'll probably keep going up all the way to the end. There's 4,000 tons of oil that is being transported out of here, and there of all the railroads, let's see, there's 2 separate lines here for them, and then me, I have well over, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 separate stations of just this absolute chaos, pandemonium. Yeah, no, it's definitely takes a lot. This is the trick. Remember this one for next time. If you play this yourself, that this is the trick to winning this game. Anyhow, we'll see you next time, guys. Clear track speed out.